I ever bring you a straw? Do you have straws in the cafeteria here?
I don't know.
Okay. I'll bring you a straw sometime. Straws are important. I'll show you about that later. But not today because we don't have a straw. Remember lip bubbles? Oops. It's really good for you when your voice is tired, particularly. Okay, so let's do some. Let's just do some mum. Okay. Okay. Very nice. Now I want you to do this. Yeah. It's hard, isn't it? You know why? It forces you to put a lot more air through than maybe you're used to. So it makes your diaphragm work harder. Okay, that's a good thing. Okay, a little tricky, but it's good. Let's start back here. Ah. Is this easier?
I can't do that.
You can't do that? You can't roll your R's. No? Well, then we'll do lip bubbles instead. This is tongue bubbles, lip bubbles. Okay. Most people can do at least one of those. Some people do two. Anyway, okay, so gotta breathe hard, remember. Take a deep breath. Nice, you got it, good. Okay, so that's breathing a little differently maybe than you're used to. Yeah, that's a better way to breathe that way. Okay. Big breath. Yeah. Don't worry about hitting each note. Just like that. Good. Higher. Very nice. Very good. Now a little higher. By the way, this is this is like the quickest way to warm up. If you have like 1 minute to warm up or 2 minutes to warm up, this is what you do. This is the number one thing because it takes care of all kinds of tension issues in here because you're vibrating your lips. You know, you have to be really relaxed and kind of just let it flop, and it's also really so it's good for your sort of the external part of your vocal structure. It's also good for the part inside because when you go boop 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 boop, you're sending little puffs of warm air by your vocal cords and you kind of massage them deep inside here. Okay, so right way in there. is kind of going, it's kind of like, you ever see a massage like this? You know, use your knuckles. Yeah. It's kind of like that on your vocal cords. So it's just excellent for your vocal cords. It increases circulation in your cords. So that's a great thing to do before you ever perform. You know, 5 minutes before you're on stage. Like that. Okay. All right. And if you're having trouble hitting notes, that's another thing it's great for. It really helps with the registration because of the way it's sort of not holding the chords real strongly, just sort of flops them. So it's great when you're going from. Did we talk about chest and head voice at all? It's not very noticeable with you because your voice hasn't changed yet. Girls' voices don't change as much as the guys do, but you will have like a vocal change a bit when you're a couple of 3 or 4 years, I guess, probably. For most people, just depends. You might not even notice it because you're training. And if you're training, it's very smooth. So good. But at any rate, there's a sort of a little bit of a shift between what we sometimes call chest voice and what we sometimes call head voice. Okay, so it's like head voice, and it's what we call chest voice. They're not very exact terms, but they're kind of general terms. Okay, so chest voice is when you kind of push hard. Chest voice is what country singers use. Faith Hill sings her chest voice, which is why she doesn't go very high. Somebody who does sing high, let's see, who actually sings high well. Judith Hill. Do you ever watch The Voice? You know that TV show? It's a pretty good job. They got some decent singers sometimes. Let's see. Who else do you know? Who else is a good singer that you know? Have a seat if you want. Who do you listen to? You listen to
Christian.
Oh, cool. Okay. You know Twilight Paris? As I remember, she's a little older. She's like those 80s, I guess. But anyway, as I recall, she had a kind of decent voice. Let's see who else. I'll have to update myself on CCM a little bit. I don't know that stuff well enough to be able to comment on it. But, well, let's go ahead and get into cover 4, shall we? Got this. You have your other one in here?
Which one?
Amazing Grace.
Yes.
Yes? Good for you for having a folder. That's excellent. Is that it? Great, okay. Now, so let me see. Yeah, let's do this first. Let's do Amazing Grace one more time, okay? And, all right, so the first thing we do is I play like this. So the first thing you got to get out of that, you came in right on time. That was good. But you need to remember 2 things. You need to remember 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. You got to get the beat in your head, and you also have to get the pitch in your head, your starting tone. Okay. So. That's your pitch. Do it again. It's really low for you. Remember that. For Amazing Grace, it starts on a very low note for you. So it's almost the lowest note you can hit. Okay. Did you ever, I think I put this on video for you once or twice, didn't I? You ever listen to it on the video? You ever hear it? Yeah? Okay. You ever practice with it on the video? I know that's a little different. Let's see. You should practice with it, with me singing it on the video, okay? Sing along with me. And then the other thing I can do is I can put, at the end of the lesson, I'll record you an accompaniment for it, so that you can sing just with the accompaniment. And that will force you to get your pitches from the guitar. Okay, that's important. Because, when you're performing, of course, there's nobody there to give you the pitches. pitch directly. You have to get it from the accompaniment, because that's the only thing that'll be there, right? Okay. The lower even. That's it. Amazing grace. Go and sing. Beautiful. Once you're into it, it's easy. However, I don't know what would happen if you started on the wrong pitch. I didn't let you do that earlier because I didn't think it was important to it. But you got to be careful that you get into it right. Once you get into it, it's fine. It's easy. You've learned it well. You know it. No problem. But you got to make sure that you get that first pitch from this. You hear this? You hear that note? That's your first note. Okay, so. There you go. Okay, do it again. That's it. Good. Okay. We'll do something else and come back to it because I want you to practice, and it'll be harder if we come back to it later. So it'll make it harder. Okay. Good. All right. Trust and obey. What key was that in? Are we doing that in G? I don't think we were. It was in D, wasn't it? Did I say it on there? No, it wasn't. I'm almost certain it was in D. It's going to be in D now because that's what I remember. So we're going to go with it. Okay, you know your words?
Yes.
Do you know where you breathe? Did we put in breath marks?
Yes.
We did all that? Good. Okay. So can we do it without the music? Can we do it without the music? I'm going to look at it and check you. Okay, is that good? That's it. There's a rest there. What a glory sheds on our way. Why we do His will. You hear the rest there. Okay, so let's do it again from the beginning. Yeah, I guess that's how I do the intro. More weight there. Listen to what I do. What a glory shines on What a glory shines on Oops. Okay, so basically wait for me to stop playing because I have the rest there. that's what we do. Alright? Okay. So back to the game. Let's see,
When we always done, in the light of Jesus, what a
I didn't stop yet. Listen, I'll stop. I'll play this. What a glory he sheds on the world. And that's what you do. Try it again. Sing with me. Okay. When we walk with the Lord, in the light of His word, what a glory He sheds on our world. While we do His good will, He abides with us still, and with all who trust Him. Okay, that much for now. All right, it's a little trickier than that one. It's good. Okay, so way is the word. Okay, you're gonna hear. Then you go. When we do His good. Okay. Glory shines on the world. When we do His good will. Okay, quiet. Wrong word. Why would you use good? Should we look on this one? Wait a minute. Let me see. There's a couple things in here I want to look at, because I think I disagree with you on a couple. So we need to talk about it. Okay. While. What do you have down there for while? Go ahead. Sort of third line or whatever. Second line, third line. While we do as we go. Have a seat. Take care.
H-I-L-E.
Mm-hmm. How would you pronounce that?
Well, higher.
Hilew. Looks like hill. I think we want HW, so or maybe HOO, hua. So it could be like HOOA, hua, maybe. But I think that HILEW is not what we want to happen right there. Like up here we have when. I think while it would be HOOA. AH probably. Hua. Hua. So it'd be O and then AH. Hua. Right? I think we'll change that. Okay? And then we do his. What's the vowel in his?
I.
Do we have it on there? Did we put it on there? I don't know. It, yeah, we did. Sure, we did 6, so that's fair. Fair game. Yep. I would often pronounce that as he's. A little bit more toward the I, a little bit more toward the I vowel, to the lowercase I, the E, he's. That's kind of, you're allowed to do that different ways. That's okay. Good wheel. What's beads? How do you pronounce lowercase I? Up here, lowercase I is pronounced E. Right? So that would be beads. That's not what we're looking for. Bides. How is I? How do you spell I? Vowel I. Is it one vowel? Or is it a different one? Say I.
I.
Can you say I without moving anything in your mouth?
I.
Ah, so that tells you it's more than one vowel. What are the vowels? So it's ah, A-H, and E, which is I. Right? So it's A-H-I. Right? Just like it's the only one in there. That and while are both the same. So those are both A-E diphthongs. Okay. A-H-I. So we'll change that a little bit. I will send this back to you today with the couple of corrections that I want to make, okay? Meanwhile, let's go back to singing some more, shall we? Okay. All right, go ahead and... I was keeping that because of... Okay, it doesn't matter. I was keeping that for breath marks, but we're not quite there yet. For now, we still need to get pitch, starting pitch. That's the one right there. So this was a little easier to get. Excellent. Very nice. Very good. You ran out of breath a little bit in there somewhere, didn't you? Yeah. Okay, so we need to make sure that you're breathing at the correct spots, first of all. Are you breathing the same way every time? Okay. Do you remember all of your breaths without looking at it? Okay. Tell me where they are. I'll test you.
Afterward.
Mm-hmm.
After way.
Mm-hmm.
Still.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
After obey.
Mm-hmm.
After Jesus.
Yeah, there's after obey twice. And with all who will trust and obey, for there's no other way. See that? So there's two obeys and two breaths there. After Jesus, and then that's the end. Right. Good. Okay, so then I want you to also think of it this way. Where do you have to take big breaths?
At the beginning.
At the beginning.
And after way.
After word.
Word.
Mm-hmm. And after way. Basically, every time you have a breath here, you have to take a big breath. And, you know, we kind of set it up that way because I'm making it a little bit challenging for you because it'll help you, you know, overcome something significant and make you a better singer. So, good stuff. Okay, so take big breaths. And let's try to do this time without running out of breath anywhere, okay? Now, the other thing we hadn't really talked about yet is the metronome. Where is that metronome? There it is. That about the right speed? Dun, 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 dun. Faster, slower? What do you think?
Maybe a little slower.
A little slower? My phone decided that it was going to take One day, I'll get a better phone. I don't do that anymore. So that's mood for now. No, let's go back to Amazing Grace for a second. And I want you to give me the beats as I give you the intro. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go like, let's say, how's it? Okay, so I'm going to start playing. I'm going to play it again, and you're going to come in 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and say the beats so I know that you have them. Okay. Let me start again. I messed up because I wasn't paying attention. I'll do it again. Let's see. Ah, you can't stop when I stop. The beat always keeps going, whether I'm playing or not. So, for instance, okay, go ahead.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1,
Good. You got to remember that, okay? Just because I stop playing doesn't mean you stop counting, okay? Because well, for a number of reasons. First of all, because there's often rests written into music, where you're supposed to stop playing for a second, right? Also, because if you're playing with other people, you'll often, most of the time, you'll be singing with an accompanist, right? And other times you'll be singing with like choruses, or you'll be singing with small ensembles, with several other people. And if somebody messes up or forgets what he's doing for a second, he might just stop for a minute, because you don't want to sing wrong notes. It's better to sing nothing, sing wrong notes. So somebody might just stop for a minute, and you can't let the beat stop. You can't let it stop. You got to keep it going in your head, regardless of what's going on. Okay? So, we're going to go. Now, can you say, oh, I can't even do it both at the same time. Can you come in at 1, 2, 3? Does that do that? Ah, no. I mean, come in immediately. Yeah. See if we can do that. Ah. So that's your come in, right? You're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Amen. Right? Okay, so that's the trick. Ready? Ah, you were early. Coming in on the second part. You heard that. Good. So if you hear it, you can always fix it. All right, let me see how I'm doing for time here. Not poor. 48, we are. Oh, yeah, we're fine. Because Madeline's not here yet. You'll have to go in a minute or two, I guess. You probably better go, actually. I don't want to keep you late. See you next week. You're doing well. I will send you the little corrections on that, okay, to make sure that we're both on the same page. All right, cool. See you next week. Good lesson.